Famed streamer Lacy. It seems that he has seen at least part of or caught wind of the video that I made and recorded, reacting to him not liking Radiohead's In Rainbows, a track from that record. I did refer to Lacy as an idiot in that video. I insulted him very mercilessly, and he responded on stream with a trampoline in his room. Let's take a look at his response and see what exactly he said.
Chat was saying, wait for the beat drop, wait for the beat drop. They sent me this song and said, wait for the beat drop. So obviously, if I'm listening to a song I've never heard before and my chat is saying, wait for the beat drop, there's a beat drop, and then I wait 3 minutes and there's no beat drop, obviously I'm gonna be like, where's the beat drop, guys? Because that's what the chat was saying. This whole act that this guy's doing of like, anybody who doesn't like the music I like is an idiot. No, you're an idiot because you're so close-minded to think that everybody has to like the things you like.
The point that I'm trying to make in this video is not that this Lacy guy has to like Radiohead or has to like whatever I enjoy. Of course he doesn't.
You're an idiot. And it's even worse that you're a grown-ass man. And I'm telling you right now, this is the kind of guy where his kids, they're gonna be fucked up in the head because they're not gonna be able to have their own opinion. They're not gonna be able to have their own thoughts. They're not gonna be able to think for themselves. It's gonna be whatever daddy with the rat's tail on his fucking face thinks is what they have to think. That's what his kids are gonna be sorry as hell.
Oh my God, no! My kids are gonna be sorry as hell, no! Oh my God, my poor kids. Not invoking my children. The greatest, scariest hell to Lacy is a moment in time where your parents might just be judgmental about the music that you like. When again, I'll say that was not my experience, but I have been around friends. I have been over friends' houses who were playing their favorite music, even in their room. And, you know, I've been subject to numerous conversations where, you know, their dad was like, that shit you're listening to is trash. You got to listen to this. You got to hear this. You got to hear this other thing. I'm generally pretty open-minded when it comes to people liking what they like, even if I don't like what I don't like, which is why I thought the purpose of this video could be for us to come together essentially and collaborate on a little bit of a playlist here in which I am hoping to put Lacy onto some stuff. You know, I think Lacy, through what he said, was getting a little trolled by his chat. Maybe he didn't realize this being a troll himself, but you know, often it is those among us who troll the most that occasionally get trolled the easiest. What I would like to do together with chat is come together with maybe like a 15-song playlist, trying to turn Lacy onto some stuff that is just not drop slop. You know, music that either is based entirely around, I'm not saying nothing with a drop, but like music that exists solely for the drop or just basically has you waiting for a drop. I want to try to gauge like what Lacy's vibe is according to chat. I mean, obviously he's made it clear he likes the song Fiend, but I don't know, what kind of music do you think we could turn Lacy on to? I think like, you know, I'm not looking to kind of get him into anything that's like too soft. Maybe I would like it to be punchy. I would like it to be energetic. I would like it to be accessible, but still cool. You know, maybe not Charlie XCX. I feel like that's maybe a little too far down the rabbit hole. Daft Punk could be a good move. I was thinking this is maybe the realm that I'm thinking about over here. I think like Lacy might be into stuff that's like rowdy, electronic, hype. I'm going to throw this on the playlist. I'm not even against putting rock songs or pop songs in the mix too, but I think something with like that kind of heft, that kind of punch. You know what I mean? I want something with that kind of energy. Nothing, you know, I want to put a Burial song in there. Nothing too chill like that, as much as I love Burial. Hey Boy, Hey Girl, Black Rockin' Beats is such a banger, man. I would put that on the playlist. It's got a great beat. It's got a cool bass line. Do you think it would fuck with Denzel Curry, or is that too weird? Vince Staples, yeah, right? Boy, yeah, right, yeah, right, yeah, right. Boy, yeah, right, yeah, right, yeah, right. Do you genuinely think Lacy would mess with this? Like off of his love of Fiend? I'll put it on there, but potentially for now. I don't know if Gorilla Toss fits the vibe, honestly. I just want something that's energetic. Something that a young guy could go crazy to. Hold on. This track hits though. All this money has got to go on there. Intergalactic Beastie Boys. That's got to go on there. I don't know if Lacy is the kind of white boy that goes crazy for ska. I think he would hate that. All right, let's do this one. Why not? It'll be a maybe. I feel like every white guy has like a potential JPEG Mafia fan in them. We need to assess whether or not Lacy is a JPEG Mafia white guy. Given him liking big, loud, sort of fat trap beats, I think he would mess with this. Maybe even more than the Wu-Tang track. Even though he gives me massive Limp Bizkit vibes, I am going to not put a Limp Bizkit song on there. He's currently listening to Coldplay? How does he not like Radiohead, but he likes Coldplay? Maybe I have this man's energy incorrect. I don't think if we put Toxicity on here, we'd be turning him on to anything. I think all white guys have heard Toxicity. What is it suggesting here? It's like, yeah, put Azealia Banks in there. Smack my bitch up, that sort of thing. Does anybody in chat know this bop? This track is crazy. I'm putting this on there. Bombs over Baghdad. Do you guys think Lacy's this kind of white guy? He's lip syncing Drops of Jupiter. You gotta be, well, you know, honestly, if he's lip syncing Drops of Jupiter, you know what he might vibe with? He might vibe with a track like this. You know, kind of like that 90s radio rock kind of vibe. Everclear could be the band for him. Okay, the point of this is to recommend him stuff that doesn't suck. I'm not recommending him 30 Seconds to Mars. I'm not giving him Foo Fighters. He's heard Foo Fighters. Everyone has heard Foo Fighters. Nobody's being put on to Foo Fighters. I think this might be a bit much for like an introductory mix, but I like it. This is fun. Again, I'm like really trying to find a mix of like, it's got to be hype. It's got to have some good energy to it. And you know, just be like one of the all-time white boy jams. Something that's just going to speak to a young dude who just needs a bit of a refresh, who vibes to some Fiend and vibes to some Coldplay. Rain and Blood is kind of one of the all-time white boy jams. Put Fiend by Travis Scott. Maybe we could put Fiend at the very end. He's listening to NWA now. Interesting. Maybe he might mess with some Onyx. Do you think Lacy would enjoy Swans? 100 Gex. Dumbest girl alive. Yo, everyone loves that fucking riff, man. My question is like, what are we pipelining Lacy into? You know, like just moving him away from drop slop a little bit. Is hair metal the move? I mean, it could be. I'm not totally ruling it out. Let's just do one crazy style. Trout Mask Replica would be crazy. Temporary Secretary is an interesting move. Merzbow track. Frankie Teardrop would be crazy, but it kind of takes a little long for Frankie Teardrop to get freaky. He might just kind of dip out before it gets to that part. You know, it would need to get weird fast. Unfortunately, I think Hamburger Lady's just taking too long. Just the full album. Okay, I'm saying Metal Machine is a big possibility. Okay, wait, I've got it. Yeah! Yeah, this stream definitely went places. But yeah, I think this is an effective mix. Yeah, I think that works. That'll do pig, as they say. All right, but this is going to be a video, and the mix will be sort of in the description, and we'll make a good mix for Lacy. Thank you for helping me out, chat. Thank you for helping me come together with the picks and making this mix possible. Y'all are the best.